Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'm run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
What's going on?
Wow. Now, I really wanted that came through. If y'all didn't know, okay, we did say that was Dallas on them bars, and we said that's Dallas before you hear the Iron Lords. That's really me. Like, it might be him, but I wrote them bars. Like, I wrote that out. All of that. Like, he was like, oh, Fame, I ain't got no, like, what rounds with orange? And I was like, nothing, bro. And then, you know, we came up with this. And that's how it happened. You know what I'm saying? But listen. What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from level1gaming.com, and congratulations, you guys leveled up to 180. This is the Double XP podcast. 20 episodes away from episode 200. I'm bringing back the entirety of the old crew except for my brother Dizzy. May he rest in paradise. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We're talking GTA. May it also rest in peace. We're talking Xbox.
Damn.
Man, listen.
Double homicide.
Double homicide. And we're also talking a little bit all that. But before we get all that started, let's start with the introductions. Let's start with the man with the clamps. Citizen Snip.
What's going on, everybody? Been away for a while, but I'm back again. That was the intro. I expected Dallas to start flowing off of that, but he just kind of
he's slow walked though.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to talk about some video games. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Snips is back, bitches.
Next up, we might want to just go ahead and call him the lawyer level one, but he's not. He's still the communications director. He all up in your DMs. Your emails is full. He got product placement on his right hand because something else is in his left hand. Baron J67, Stranger Danger. What's going on, Chief?
Wow.
Baron, you just gonna take that?
Wow. Well, apparently with that title, I give it. No, but yeah, guys. So gaming and life and sponsorships, bro. Just like open your deal. We like review codes too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Shout out to the chat, Javier McCann. What up, guys and girls? What's up, Javier? What's happening to Javier? Chakalaka, the most handsome member of the crew, is obviously Kevin. Can't wait to, Steph gonna be happy when he see Kevin to come back up here. Sus game is full in effect. Everybody know we stand for Kevin. Mm-hmm. Everybody know that. It is what it is. Next up, my right hand man, my sister from another mister. She comfortable as hell today in them Chuck Taylors. The floor hugger with the hard R. What's going on, sis?
What's up, y'all? I'm here chilling like a villain. We are here to entertain you. And before we get into the topics, we got to talk about what happened this weekend. It was our 24-hour stream, Extra Life. I want to give the biggest shout out to the good old Citizen Snips, because
he carried us.
He raised $100 and ate a hot ass chip.
Chip suck. My butthole still hurts.
Oh!
If you guys are wondering where the first part of the stream is, I did not know, and it does not tell you because YouTube does not confirm it. It's going to be on Twitch because YouTube says, hey, anything over 12 hours, you just don't get the video for it. So I'm glad we streamed on Twitch at the same time. Otherwise, we would have lost that. But we're going to cut it up. It's like 80 gigs of video, so enjoy it if you want to watch it in its entirety. Fame plays some, not Dark Souls, or not a Soulsborne game. I played 2 horror games. Baron struggle bus through Dark Souls 2. And in total, Level 1 Gaming raised $1,200 in our first year. Woohoo! So all the money will go to our various children's hospitals. Fame's will go to St. Jude's because he's in Texas. Barron's will go to California Children's Hospital. And mine goes to Stollery, which is here in Alberta. We don't keep any of the money. We don't even touch the money. The money goes straight to the children's hospital. So thank you guys for being awesome.
Me, Snips, and Dallas in Texas. So all things we raised went to St. Jude's.
So if you want to go watch Chakalaka give an awesome tribute to Trevor by using items in Smash, me struggle through some fear, Fame play some Guardians of the Galaxy, and Snips just get his ass beat in Tails. Go enjoy that. That boss.
Yo, Snips put me on because me and Dallas will have a Yu-Gi-Oh stream coming up because I will play 17 cards of Pot of Greed and 25 cards of Man Eater Bug.
You know what's funny about Pot of Greed? In the new Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, Pot of Greed is a banned card.
As long as you run one Time Wizard, it's okay.
Not gonna mean that
there you go.
Reborn when you activate my trap card and I hit you with the Dark Magician.
Thank you to
it's not gonna mean nothing.
Obus. I know Obus usually comes in late. Obus donated $30, I think. Forever Cutie. I know she wanted to remain anonymous, but we know it was you because you want to see Snips eat that hot ass chip. You donated $100, and Fox donated $5, and a couple other people donated. So thank you guys for being just awesome. And Chakalaka was the one to get us to our goal and donated last $64 when we were almost at 1,000. So thank you guys for being awesome. I can't wait for next year.
Yeah, we can't even get the introductions. Now I got one more left, but I gotta go to Oh no! When Oh no, Alex is in the building. The God himself.
The
My man says,
King.
"Where's my Dami mommy at?"
Oh, I'm sorry.
He ain't talking about me.
I don't have my tie on today. I'm sorry. It was a lazy day.
Lord. Oh Lord.
Alex,
Oh Lord.
since Alex finally got his Discord right.
Oh, you gotta come back in. No, it's not, Alex. We gotta get you back in. We were scared and we had to boot you because we thought we was gonna die when you got hacked. But last but not least, DALLAZ.
Man, the winning streak continues. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, so we got Alex in here. What's good with you, homie? I don't see Steph, but shout out to the Sus gang in here talking about how they want to put their lips on snips. Like I'm ready for it.
Dallas
Shout
got
out to y'all.
bars.
I need that shirt.
And speaking of bars, this man Fame, let me tell you the real story how the Level 1 gaming intro started. See, I was going through this intense writer's block, right? And I hit up Fame because I know he got them bars, right? I'm like, Fame, I don't know what I'm about to say, man. I need some help. I need you to come up in the studio, man, and hit me with the
Hey, let this man talk. Don't be a sussy
You
baka.
know what I'm saying.
You smell like a
No, we
baka
don't,
over there,
sir.
Fame.
And
Anyway,
I was like, man, I don't know, like, don't nothing rhyme with orange. He was like, yeah, dude. I'm like, what? He was like, orange. I'm eating the orange, riding in the foreign, up the hill like Lauren. I'm like, dang, okay, cool.
Door hinge.
And he hit that mug. So you know me. We in here. I'm ready. Y'all already know I gotta play Eat My Fat Ass Life Away in these big
What
balls.
you got?
Spaghetti and
Hold
big balls.
off.
That's
like, I got two of them.
Forks.
What you got for us? He does have two forks.
When we start selling merch, we gotta sell lips on snips.
Yeah,
Like that is too clean, bro. That is
man.
too clean.
But before we get into
Yeah.
the show,
On
it's,
snip.
we gotta do it
Everybody-
every podcast. Dallas, what you eating beside two big ass balls?
Oh man, Olive Garden. I ate up all the fried mozzarella sticks already, and I got
Goddamn.
some spaghetti with extra meatballs, and we gotta have a salad that I'm probably gonna ignore until I have nothing else left, not even the breadsticks. Yeah, so that's how I
Eat
go.
that salad.
Oh, I'm
Fame.
going to. I'm just gonna ignore it until everything else gone.
Hell yeah. Fame, since you never get to introduce yourself, and it's, we're 20 away from 200. Fame, what's up? How you doing? The man with the chanclatas and the man that is, keeping us all semi out of trouble because we're just a wild bunch. What are you doing? How you doing?
I am the METHOD
Man.
Nah, man. Listen, I'm just happy to be here with my squad. We did have a guest tonight. Where my man's is at. I think that might have been a miscommunication on time. So I do apologize about that. We do have some awesome guests coming weeks. Next week, well, y'all know we had Ace on before, so we got Ace on next week. Then we got the homie Jay Barry, which I have a very interesting story to tell people about Jay Barry. We'll have him on our Thanksgiving episode. But I'm super excited to get the topic going today. Shout out to the chat. Do us a big favor if you can. Let people know we are going to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. We are on 1K, and we would really appreciate if you guys help us get there. Shout out to the chat, the people in the building, Takalaka, Alex, Logix, Javier, Damsel Music is in the chat. Hustle, as always, you guys are freaking awesome. King Arthur is in the building, letting us know the Flow Hugger is so fine. Shout out to you, King Arthur, for being in the chat. We really appreciate it.
How fine is she?
This fine.
The very first topic of the day is we're going to talk about something that I've made countless amount of videos, but it is in the news again, and it's about acquisition. Now, it's pretty much safe to say that there will be no acquisition news coming about the rest of the year. The rest of the year is about games. But as we know, Microsoft has said a bunch of times they are not done acquiring studios. And Sarah Bond, which if we can get our act cleaned up together, will be my favorite, I need that interview, right? Like I need that, Sarah Bond. She was on Games Be Something. I do got my magical advice because I want to read off what I said, and I want to get your thoughts about it. So when asked about it, she says, I always thought that gaming was undervalued. When I see people waking up to the power of games and the inherited value of it, that is a real confirmation of acquisition strategy. We believe that all along. We believe that all along, and it's that belief that was the basis with which we built Game Pass. It is that belief that enables us to do the acquisitions that we have. It just encourages us to keep going, and it's affirmation that we have 100% track. Till later on goes on to sum it up and said it just needs to fit. Now, when you think about the acquisitions that Microsoft has made, you think about the studios they have for anywhere from the Bethesda to the Obsidian to the NXL, they have the Western RPG sort of thing on lock, right? When you look at the Halo, the Gears, they kind of have to shoot a thing down. Forza Horizon 5, which is out now, which had over 5 million concurrent players, is the king of racers. No matter the platform, that is the king of racers. It's not a sim, but everyone is freaking enjoying Forza Horizon 5. One thing I love about this is because they talk about Game Pass, because everyone loves Game Pass, right? You should. If you, Mini Yeti, what's going on? Hey, shout out to you. I'm actually using a Yeti microphone.
Johnny doesn't love Game Pass, and I'm gonna call Johnny out.
To be.
Me and Baron gonna call Johnny out.
So what I do like is that they're going to be I struggle with this word, strategic, and it needs to fit the Game Pass model. And so what I get from this is now they're looking for games that fill a hole. So I'm gonna get y'all kind of thoughts about this and where y'all think where are the holes that Microsoft needs to fill with acquisitions as far as what they're needing in their first party lineup. And I'm gonna start with Baron. Where do you kind of see them going next to fulfill any type of space, any type of gap in their first party?
Baron, don't answer that. I feel like he just asked you to show him on the doll where they touched you.
Show us.
I was gonna say on the planet Earth in the southern hemisphere is where they need to reach down.
Why gotta be the southern hemisphere? We know where the south is.
Right. Okay. So I think if they can lock up if they could really pull either a Sega, which in my opinion, and this is, I feel like this is a odd but safe thing to say, is like a Nintendo adjacent in terms of like IPs and the family friendly games. Cause shout out to Boom. I was listening to a show and they brought up a good point that Xbox is missing that family go lucky happy kid platformer. They don't have that. The closest thing to that is Psychonauts 2.
It's indie, so it's not.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about first party. That's what I'm talking. I thought we were talking first party. I'm sorry. Xbox. Yeah, Xbox, because we're talking acquisition, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So I just
feel if you feel like because that some people they got all their bases covered, but obviously they're still going to.
Because I'm like with Game Pass, they have tons of variety. They have all that, but acquisitions. Yeah. Okay, I see what you get.
In terms of acquisitions, if they could somehow work out a deal with Sega and it turns into them buying, but we all know that's probably not a strong possibility. I'm thinking it's going to be more of that, like that mythical Ubisoft deal. I would love to see happen where it's like, hey, right? I would love to see that go down. But okay, so who they need to pick up somebody. I'm not really like well versed in developers and whatnot, but they need to pick up somebody who could fill that gap of
don't
the
they
games
own Rare,
that
though?
are missing for.
Say, wouldn't Rare and
Rare doesn't have.
IPs
They don't have the
Rare has Banjo. Rare has
they have Banjo
picked up.
Nope.
Forget them kids. Forget them kids. We need Conquer.
But didn't Banjo
remake a Conquer?
But that still would be like a Psychonauts level platformer.
Yeah,
that would fall along that. There is not a major first party push.
Yep.
Like, I mean, even PlayStation, at least they at the bare minimum they got Astro World, Bug Snacks, Astro World. You know what I mean? Like they have these games that are, I would say more so Astro World and that. But what I'm trying to say is, Xbox needs to go ahead and pick up somebody who can make these kid platformers. If to say they were missing anything, I would say that is what they're missing. Now with Rare, if they want to dig into the crate and bring back some of those games, the smart thing about it what would be dope, because I don't know the IP situations. If they own those classic IPs, you're not only going to get the kids who are going to want it, you're going to get the adults who are going to buy it. So now you're bridging the gap.
Like Dallas
So
said,
you would get
bring back Conquer. Oh my god.
That
You
ain't
think
kid
Call of
friendly.
Duty sold well? Conquer's bad fur day?
Conquer
Oh
would-
my god.
Conquer
You
would
know what
kill.
though? While we talking about it, that's not only is that one of my dream games to happen, but I need it written by Matt Stone and Trey Parker from South Park.
That'd be
That
dope.
would actually
mean,
be pretty dang good.
I don't think it'd be written by Trey Parker, but Joanna Dark
least
is
produced
coming
by-
back. So
That is true.
Yo, shout out to the chat. Mini Yeti brought up a studio that I was actually Platonic. They did the ukulele games and other things like that. And like you said, I think they are made old Rare developers. And there were
Where's
rumors.
the Viva?
There were
Viva
rumors
Pinata.
that Platonic was in play, but Platonic came out with like, no, we are indie. But I want to shift over to Snips and really gauge his mind if he feels there's any gaps in the Xbox first party lineup that they could fill with any sort of strategic acquisition.
Only thing I could really think of, and this is just kind of personally for me, is more Japanese studios. I want more JRPGs. I want more first party JRPGs. That's it. Aside
Get
from that,
Atlas.
it feels like
Get
they got
Atlas.
probably everything already.
Spend the
So,
money.
yeah, get me Atlas. I had to pay full price for Tales of Arise, and it hurt.
man.
It hurt because it wasn't on Game Pass. So Xbox, can you get it
Yeah,
together?
say
for
that
me?
again, Snips.
I
Say
feel
that
like that's
again.
a
I
weird
don't think some
choice
people heard
too.
you.
Because every other Tales games has been on Game Pass. Vesperia just left.
Just
This one will
exactly.
probably get there at some point.
Yeah.
I'm
But-
thinking the same thing.
I'm not
But
mad
that's a
about
great
it.
point,
Nothing
Snips.
against the game, by the way. The game's great. I'm enjoying
That's a
it.
great point, Snips, because currently Microsoft only has one Japanese Tango Gameworks.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only one they have, right? And so that's definitely, especially if they're not if they're, because we know they are serious with the Asian market. We saw TGS; they didn't even show the console tailored to TGS to the Asian market. So Snips has a big point. Like we need those first party Japanese titles, because obviously even when TGS was going, we seen it after the Xbox show. Almost every game that was shown was not coming to Xbox.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go
man,
ahead,
so-
D.
So okay, I'm thinking two things here. One, as far as acquisitions is concerned, we starting to see the fruits of their labor over the last, let's say, what, 3, 4, 5 years, right?
Yeah.
We seeing when we heard about Double Fine, we was like, can't wait for Psychonauts 2. They delivered that, right?
Mhm.
We are seeing stuff like, and as it pertains to actually bolstering Game Pass, that's one of them that was a big deal. And then they turn around and the ZeniMax acquisition, but that's this ZeniMax stuff hit Game Pass at once. Talking about a partnership with Sega, wasn't it nice when we got so many Yakuza games at one time? I told y'all that story about my cousin playing 0 through 5 or whatever. I think he at like 6 right now, whatever. So I think staying the course is the thing to do, which means continuing to pick up whoever you think is gonna make something dope that you can not slap on Game Pass. I kind of feel like I'm devaluing it by using that terminology, but you understand what I'm saying. And secondly, don't underestimate the power of compromise. If you're not getting what you want, if somebody's not selling, nothing wrong with a partnership. I
Yep.
would love to see them partner with somebody like Atlas to get more of those Japanese games.
Yep.
Imagine if all the Personas, Persona 5, SMT 5 just dropped, right? Imagine if that was on.
I think it's like
Ogre
2
Battle
days away.
64.
Or no, Shingami Tensei 5 is like 4 days away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's about to drop. Imagine if that was coming to Game Pass day and date. Imagine if it was coming to Game Pass a month later. It's just as good. Like
Isn't it only going to Switch?
No.
yeah, really no.
thought it was a
Technically,
Switch exclusive.
yes.
Yeah.
But
Switch
we
and PC.
know it's not going to stay that way for very long.
Mhm.
They did
So
it with
let's say
Monster Hunter.
let's put a pin in it and say timed exclusive, right?
Honestly, yeah.
Snips had a great point with Tales of Arise. Now I paid full price for it, and I'm not mad at it. I love the game, but I like Tales games. Still, I mean, I left Tales of Vesperia unplayed. I don't need to go through it again if Arise is coming out, whatever. But imagine if that was on Game Pass. Imagine like how much value people like me who wanted to play that game anyway would have seen in a service like Game Pass.
Yeah.
That would have single-handedly bought my business for another however many months it takes me to finish this game. So yeah, I think there's a lot of great companies out here that's not super willing to sell, and I don't think you should count them out just because they don't want to sell.
I want to swing over here to the chat. I got a mini we talked about Platonic. Javier McKay talking about those says adults, not kids. Big true, because mostly kids don't know anything about Banjo unless they smash. Many said it would make kids and retro gamers happy. Win-win. 100%. Chocolate says Plus Smash has a proven track record of being a tastemaker. Now kids know who Banjo is, and the last year should have Banjo game. Last year should have had a new Banjo game.
Yeah.
Plus Crash and Spiral Trilogy's retro and 100%. And again, Microsoft doesn't necessarily have to come out to make a new IP when you have an IP like Banjo, which I'm with him. I was expecting a Banjo announcement after it was announced in Smash, because you had free marketing from Microsoft. He was going to do that. And I know Rare has already said that they didn't necessarily want to do it in a way. They want to work on new things. But you got companies like, who did the Battletoads?
Delilah.
You got
I was like you better know that we talked to him.
Yeah. Shout out to Delilah Studio.
Shout out to AJ. Sarangay.
Shout out to AJ, man. Can't wait to have him on and interview him again. If you guys watch, do us a big favor. Hit subscribe in the chat. What studio do you think Microsoft could pick up that would help fill any gaps that you think they have in their first party output? We're going to move on to the GTA Trilogy
Damn,
Remaster.
I guess I won't give my opinions at all.
Ooh. Look at you.
It's okay. Let's move on to
Fane doesn't like ladies with opinions, man.
He doesn't.
Oh.
Chakalaka, who's going to be my host of Cogs, back me up here.
Because we're talking about Xbox strategies, I think it's only right if we get the most important opinion out of
No.
It's from Floor Hugger.
The most important opinion is all of us, and we still haven't heard really your opinion, but I agree with Dallas. You don't necessarily need to buy them. I'm good with partnerships, because I would love to see. I don't have kids, so I'm not one of them people that is like, we need some kids game. I played Super Lucky's Tale start to finish, but I would love to see them partner with like a B studio, like Focus Interactive developers, like Vampire, Farm Simulator. Farm Sim is already on there, but like Vampire, bring it back. I know it's there through the EA stuff, but we need like a double A or a B studio that is going to, because they have the AAA, they have the indies, they just need to fill out that small section in the middle, which that's what she said. But Fame, what do you want to see? And I also JRPGs, yeah. What do you want to see, Fame?
I'm gonna be honest, and I think we are actually going to start seeing this. So I can't really necessarily say it's a gap, but when Hellblade 2 drops, Fable drops, that single player. Oh my God! It's in what is Town Square? What is it? What's it? New York?
City Central Park.
Just everywhere. Like when we saw Spider-Man, that big single player, big money type game. I think we're going to see that with Hellblade. Definitely going to get that with Starfield. So to me, that's the gap I want to see filled. I don't want everything to be multiplayer. Everything else needs to be multiplayer or have multiplayer added on. I want to see more of their single player output, and I think that's a lot of stuff we're going to get from Bethesda moving forward. In the chat, I see a couple of things I want to point out. 99 says he will be down with some Sega. What if they went after Hasbro?
Yeah.
Sophisticated X Initiative says Team Ninja. Okay. Have Ninja Theory and Team Ninja.
Yeah.
Mini Yeti, Iron Galaxy, for a fighting game. Yeah, but we have Combo Breaker, Killer Instinct coming back.
You
Combo.
know where you
Sega
run
owns
into
CR.
if you go to Hasbro though, is that stuff. As somebody who reviews a lot of movie games, you have a very limited shelf life, probably like 10 years for the game before it gets pulled. Scott Pilgrim is the best example. That stuff gets pulled very frequently when it changes hands, it changes studios, it changes whoever's making it. Hasbro, yes, has had Transformers for years, but the people that are making the toys or the games changes, and then the game gets lost to obscurity. There's been several games already that has happened in the last 10 years that has been made.
Also, I see there's a few more things with Mini Yeti, IO Interactive, which I think I wouldn't be shocked if IO and Avalanche isn't on the table. And then WB makes most sense from Sophisticated Initiative. So we're going to go on quickly, and I'm hoping my team has seen this. There's been some leaks of the GTA Trilogy Remaster. And listen to when I tell you this was a money from this little clip. And I hate to judge everything off this one clip that we've seen.
No,
And I hope you guys have seen it.
you're not
It's a
judging it.
money grab. It's a money grab.
You're not judging
And
it off this one clip, though. You're
basically,
judging it off of all of this we've seen.
yes. But the main clip I'm talking about is the one we've seen today, to where I believe it was Grand Theft Auto.
San
It
Andreas.
wasn't San Andreas.
There was
No,
some-
it wasn't San Andreas. But the other one I'm speaking of wasn't San Andreas. It might have been 3,
Yeah.
where the guy was walking in the store, and then all of a sudden he would be in the store, and everything would be on the ground, and he try to go pick it up, fall through,
Yeah.
be back outside the store and walk back in, try to go in, but he'll be walking downstairs like this walking. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. Anybody playing? I know GTA in a lot of our hearts, especially to me, San Andreas. Luckily, San Andreas is on Game Pass, so no extra cost. But anybody planning on dropping that 60 for the trilogy
No.
with state that it's in, with the money grab, and we story is.
No.
Hell no.
I'm a Dallas. No.
Look,
That was
because I mean, I'm gonna try San Andreas on Game Pass just to. I mean, I've been talking about it. I may as well give it a run. It's the closest we're gonna get to free right now, right? But Grand Theft Auto, not just GTA, but a game that was made beyond a certain point in time, a game that hits a certain age, you can't just remaster it. There's going to have to either be a full remake. Give them, mind you, they could have gotten away with this in one of my examples, Shadow of the Colossus. That PS3 version could have just been ported over.
Yeah.
But they did a full remake, and look how beautiful it is. Now, I understand it's a whole different thing. There's probably more like bug fixes to worry about than actual graphical updates. But you're going to need more than just a little bit of faux ray tracing and some better textures. It's not going to work that way. So I feel like they not only disrespected us as consumers and us as gamers, but they kind of stuck a thumb up the butts of everybody who was really looking forward to Grand Theft Auto being like being up-res and being a new thing. Because I know people now who I actually have to tell, like GTA fans, but not necessarily hardcore gamers, that I have to let them down gently and let them know that this is just a remaster and it's not gonna be the GTA 5 in San Andreas you thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
A shout out to Mini Yeti. It is 70. Thanks for correcting me. It's 70, not 60.
So that means it's
But-
like 2000 in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Vips, I kind of want to get to. I think remasters in general. I don't. In my opinion, I want to get your thoughts about this. I think anything that was made prior to last gen, PS4 and Xbox, needs to be a remake, not a remaster.
Oof.
I mean, the definitions between the two are open to some interpretation, so it's kind of there's some wiggle room between what. So like I was playing Diablo 2 Resurrected the past couple days, and that's considered a remaster, right? Visually, the improvements are there. They added some new convenience features and stuff, but you can tell they kind of half-assed it. Like in the original game, you had to click on gold to pick it up. They added the option to pick up gold by walking over it, but you literally have to walk like right over it, almost to the point where you might as well just have left it as me having to click on it. And the original pane from the original game as well, they do not allow you to stack similar items. So if I have 4 light mana potions, that takes up 4 spots in my inventory. You can't stack items. So my whole take on it is you got to look at each game and determine what makes the most sense. For me, with regards to this GTA trilogy, I don't see enough of an improvement over the original games that if I was sitting here like, man, I'd like to play Vice City again, this new version that you've given me doesn't give me any more incentive to play it than I would have had already to just go get the original game and play it as it looks then and as it played back then. Diablo 2 kind of skirts that line for me because the visual improvements are nice. Especially there's a way you can toggle to go back into retro mode in case you ever doubted what it looked like back then and your memory's misleading you. The visuals seem just lackluster. It seems like they slapped new textures on some stuff and fiddled with lighting, and they were like, all right, call it a day. I haven't really read into what other changes, if any, they're really making as far as the gameplay experience or anything like that. So it's for me, really, it is a case by case basis. There are games that you could remaster versus remake for me that, if you tweak the convenience right and added smart features and you tweaked the visuals, even if it's not that much, I would enjoy replaying that experience, especially if it's ones that are difficult to try and emulate or get again because of availability or something like that. But this GTA one's a miss for me. I don't. It's very clear to me now why they decided to pull all the original versions when they're releasing this. Because if you gave me both options and looking at them and seeing what I would pay, I'd go play the original. Be like, I'll miss out on a new texture over the same polygons and a little bit better lighting to save myself, what is it, the $60 or whatever it's, I don't know how much it is.
60 or 70, yeah.
Yeah, too dang much. So yeah, for me, it's a miss. From their perspective, I get it. Try and recapitalize and get some more revenue on an old property that you've put minimal effort into remastering. But as a consumer, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, trash. I hate to say that because I care that GTA, like that, even a remaster, I care that it would be good. I care that it would be more of an improvement over the original than what we actually see here. So I don't know. It's a disappointment, man.
Like Chakalaka said, the Mass Effect Trilogy remasters, because they were not remakes. A remake is Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil 2 and 3. Those are remakes. You're scrapping everything from the ground and you are rebuilding the game, which takes longer, which takes more time, more money. A remake is Onimusha. I am slapping some new paint on this ugly pig, and this is what it is. But you can do a remaster well. And as buggy as it was when it launched, Kingdoms of Amalur, The Re-Reckoning, was a remaster, and it did it well. Now, I should say. When it first launched, it was a buggy mess. And I'm with Snips. The only thing that really, irks me is I know that it's, first of all, not going to have the original songs that were in the game, but they removed the original versions from digital stores. Pisses me off more than anything. And GTA makes money. Shark cards. Online. Hand over fist. So they have no reason, no excuse. GTA Online is still a thriving thing. They just, the pay, I can't remember the recent DLC, but the Island DLC was 6 months ago, and it's still making money hand over fist. GTA RP, people are still giving money to Rockstar. They have no excuse. What were you saying, B?
Oh, no, I was going to say in terms of the track list, I believe somebody found the track list and they showcased it.
Oh, it's like missing 90% of the original songs, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is why now I get it. They needed Dre. Yeah. He been with them since damn near the beginning. Like they needed him to do some new stuff, because what else are you gonna say? Like when people realize that they missing so much of the original track list, because there's one song in particular that I dropped in somebody else's Discord. I sent it to my little brother because like it's a nostalgia hit for us, right? From GTA 3. And I was seriously considering picking up the GTA 3 remaster simply so I could ride around Liberty City listening to this song. So I could recapture that moment from back then. I'd rather just look it up on YouTube at this point because it's just it don't feel nearly as worth it. It would have, I mean, it would have been a waste anyway. Let's just be honest. It would have been a waste anyway. But I would have had like my nostalgia hit. I would have been okay with that. I feel like Baron about to say something. I'm waiting on.
Was it on the 360 that you got to play your music through the MP3 player over the game?
I think that was the 360.
Yeah.
That was the 360.
That was never a thing in PlayStation.
Yeah, I remember being able to do that. I don't remember if it would come through the radio or if it would just be a background playing while you were playing GTA. But
I mean, I feel like I'm about to sound like Fame right now. But 99 Rukin as what song? It's a song by this dude named Sean Price, dude named Aguilar, and I forgot who else. It's called Rising to the Top. Look that up. It's an anthem. But yeah, I said that to say, I wonder if they felt like they were going to be able to say, well, at least we made new music. Or at least we got Dr. Dre in the studio. Like, don't worry about all those other tracks that you didn't want to hear. We got 3 more that you'll love.
This is me advocating for physicals. This is my PS3 copy of GTA. I have a PC copy. But the reason you want to buy physical of GTA games is because GTA 5 has been around so long that even the original songs that were in this release aren't available anymore because they lost the license. So you want to buy physical of GTA. But they change the license every so often. So don't buy the digital versions. If you just wondered, oh, why did GTA get a big update? Or why did GTA 4, San Andreas, 3, even if you have GTA 1 and 2, if they got a big update, that's why. You lose the rights because you don't technically own the rights to the music. You own the rights to the game. Not even the rights to the game. You own the rights to play the game. You have to buy physical because then you get to relive your childhood all over again. I have GTA San Andreas somewhere back there. Just go play the originals. Don't bother with these trilogies. These are the combat isn't changed, the controls haven't changed, the graphics, if you really want upgraded graphics, go to PC and they can upgrade you to 4K textures that are way better models than what Rockstar has put out.
Yo, really quickly in the chat, man, you guys are freaking awesome. Shout out to y'all. If you guys do us a big favor, hit that like button, share the stream. Last topic. Before we give you guys suggestions on what to watch and play, and before we do that, Baron, you got something?
Yes, folks, and just to, because this is important, because it seriously wraps all this back up. Remember earlier this week, Konami pulled some Metal Gear.
Oh, hold on, stream. Yeah, we're just black on screen. Hold on. They can still hear us.
I mean, I've been on the screen my whole life.
So. Okay.
Boy, wow. I'm gonna work on the visuals, guys. Give me a sec.
Okay. Well, the point I was trying to make was that Konami pulled Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 from the digital copies. It pulled them.
That's Konami,
because
though.
of licensing. No, but the point is, going back to what you were saying and piggybacking off of that in terms of buying the physical. This is why I'm a firm believer in physical, especially when it comes to anything video games. Like, think about what's going to happen. No, right? But no, think about what's about to happen with Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy 10 years from now.
You know,
you think you're going to be able to play that game?
You may have the original copy as a streamer, but we just had it with Back 4 Blood. They didn't own the streaming rights to a song, so you may have the physical copy of this old game, but since a company can't whitelist you anymore and they can't say this is from our game, you might screw yourself by playing some retro games with the audio on.
Yep. and a lot of retro games do not have streamer mode.
No.
Like
They say, screw you.
Yeah, and these are, so I wasn't even talking about the content creating side. I was just talking about in terms of the feel of Guardians of the Galaxy. Think about some of those moments, or the fact that he's going to be reading a Slayer fold, and the song's not going to be playing.
They did a whole album cover for Fame to read and watch our extra live stream, and none of those songs are used.
That is true.
Because they can't afford it.
Yeah. But this is, just once again, if you can, go ahead, and this is why when it's finally easily available and I get my PlayStation 5, I will be getting the disc one, and I will be buying a majority of my games physically. They're usually go on sale usually, and then 2 is just I don't have to worry about being able to access my game unless it's one of those online only games, and then we're looking at something different.
Oof.
Shout out to Mini Yeti who answered a question in the chat from
Sorry.
I be killing next 17s.
Sure.
Yeah. Review stuff like this happens when number 1 review copies and number 2 mom and pop selling stuff, because a lot of mom and pop stores don't care. They'll sell it to you early. But like I was saying, if you guys, we have one topic left for you got. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share the stream out. We're gonna move on. This one's gonna be sort of a short one, but basically, after talking about Starfield and other things, Todd Howard has confirmed that Fallout 5 is a thing, but they will not be getting help from Obsidian or anyone else. They are going to go solo. I know a lot of people were New Vegas too, which can still happen. But when it comes to Fallout 5, it will be Bethesda, and Bethesda only tells me the game will release in 2050.
Oh, because they already said it's past Starfield, it's past Skyrim, or no, past Elder Scrolls 6. It's past the next updates for Elder Scrolls Online. It's way in the future. We probably won't see it for like 10 years. I don't know why they announced it.
It's weird for Bethesda to talk about something that's so far away. They don't normally do that unless you guys could tell me another time they have. Typically, Bethesda is we're coming out within a year.
They announced Fallout 4 kind of early, but that was for like they were trying to re-up trademark stuff. So that's what Fallout 4 was. I don't know what they're doing with Fallout 5, because don't forget, Fallout, and me and Baron have talked about this, the soundtrack, you may not like it, but I like it because it's popping. It introduced you to a whole bunch of like classic tunes.
Lip is popping. Lip is cool. My fault.
So they kind of like they announce it early so they can start getting
classic tunes.
Classic tunes, so they can get trademark on all this older stuff. So that they might be bringing something really old if they're announcing it this far in the future.
Oh, Dr. Chocolate, he said Elder Scrolls 6 got announced in 2015.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's going to come out in 2025.
Elder Scrolls 6 got announced at the same time as Blades, and I think Baron is the only person I know that has ever played Blades.
Actively, heavily.
I
got a new phone to enjoy Blades of my own without bugging my wife.
If you guys don't know what Blades is, Blades is the Android only, or the mobile only game.
We got to play it before it dropped, in the press room at QuakeCon a few years ago.
You guys are the only people that have ever played it because they killed it.
That was before Dallas got his press pass, and somehow he ended up in there with they saw me,
really don't care.
Me and Kevin's. They saw me and Kevin's and was like, yeah, he got his. Walking with him, it's fine.
They really don't care.
They was kicking people out, but I had they bright orange wristband.
Yeah, it was obvious. Deal. Yeah,
and I
was not playing.
The thing is, eye contact, keep talking and keep moving.
We just gotta walk in like you own that.
Did you get to the party too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Walking like you own that thing. That's all that matters. It's like, this is my QuakeCon.
Sit down, start talking to people.
Yeah.
Shooting the shit. Yeah, it works.
Shout out to Snips, who predicted the fall of PAX South. He did. He kept telling me to stop being so hype and to shut my bitch.
Because Snips has logic. Snips knows.
He did. And I kept saying, no, bro. PAX will happen. He was like, nah, bro, it's not happening. So the only thing we gotta look forward to now is QuakeCon. Once
No.
QuakeCon is back in effect.
Nope. That's probably going to be canceled soon.
Oh,
Fame, okay. This is gonna
They ain't gonna count
this
this week.
this is not
Y'all
gonna
evil.
apply to people like Dallas that don't like sports ball. When we got people like Aaron Rodgers saying, "Yeah, I'm vaccinated and not vaccinated," stuff like this is gonna get canceled. Because we had a whole bunch of we had up until next year canceled for like major stuff.
What's up, Otaku?
Death was one thing, but like X South got eliminated altogether. Like it's not coming back.
Yeah, it's shadow.
Because
what happened in the QuakeCon?
What I'm saying with
QuakeCon
that is like
forever.
people are gonna follow that mandate and not get vaccinated. Please get vaccinated. Wash your hands. Don't touch your booty hole, because that's a whole different issue. But people aren't following that, so we are going to be in this limbo forever if people don't. Either they die out or they don't get vaccinated.
Listen,
Carter blood care.
you know, whoa,
I need these people
Nah, you good.
Listen, Yellow would like to do, if you're new, we like to give suggestions to watch, things for you. We think you guys should watch and or play this week. So if you're new in the chat, or if you old, whatever in the chat, give us game, anime, movie / TV, something you think people should check out. Drop it in the chat. I'm going to off. I do want to start with my brother Citizen Tips. What do you suggest for the people to watch and or play for this week?
Stuff to play. I've been playing Diablo 2 Resurrected. I've been playing Tales of Arise, both really fun games. Diablo 2, especially if you have the childhood memories of staying up all night playing that game. That was actually one of the first games. It was my first week of all-nighters when I built my own PC was Diablo 2. So it's a nice stroll down memory lane for me. Tales of Arise is really fun as well. I need to play more of that. I've only about 3 hours in or so, but I'm enjoying it. Combat seems fun. Stuff to watch. I've actually been watching a ton of anime lately, so I do have some shows for you to go check out. I'll look at my completed list. I'm up to 319 shows finished now.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
So there's Dungeon Black Company is one that I came across.
That is dope.
I feel like you said something about that, Baron, before, right? Yeah, it's on Funimation.
So
Nice, fun little self-contained 12-episode joyride. The Case Study of Vanitas is another one. It's a vampire-y type one, but it's pretty animation, interesting little story. It looks like there will be a follow-up second season to that as well. And I'll save the rest of these for another time. So you can go watch those. Yeah, that's it. Go play some Diablo 2, maybe, possibly, perhaps.
Got a couple of suggestions in the chat. Minnie Eddie says, "Go watch Platinum Angel." Is that an anime? Is that a movie? Somebody let me know. Let me know, Minnie. Watch Platinum Angel.
Is Platinum Angel or Platinum End? I can't remember. I think.
And then also, Minnie Eddie says, "Play Unpacked." It's a great game. If you wish, a great game to play. If you wish, you could clean your room. Johnny Man says, "Game to play: Timberborn, a Beaver City Builder."
Oh my god.
Movie to watch: Tron Legacy, classic with the best soundtrack from the film Star Wars. And Mr. Dolce says, "Watch Vampire," classic anime. Speaking of D, what you got, bro?
Oh my god. Okay.
I thought that was going somewhere completely different.
That's a weird segue.
Y'all horny, bro, because you can't say nothing on this.
Alex came in here. I'm horny on Maine.
You know when anybody from Sus Gang pop up.
That's true.
It's I want to say it's going down, but I feel like that'll be turned into something too. So,
but did you see the way Dallas held up those 2 meatballs there?
Man, say okay. So now I feel like I must. I have to suggest anime because I haven't in so long, and Snip's been kind of single-handedly holding the anime section down. So y'all know I like the classics. So I'm gonna suggest 2 anime, and then I'm gonna go on to my actual suggestions I had before you made me remember that I should still like anime. So Trigun, it's not what it seems like it is at first. Watch Trigun, Trigun. Vasher Stampede is the man.
I maintain that Trigun has the single greatest villain ever written in any form of media ever.
Actually, yes. I think like it's at least top 3.
Legato Blue Summers, #1, all day. Greatest villain all time.
Also, while we talking about those classics, if you're looking for something a little darker, and believe me, Trigun can get pretty dark once you get to the end. Looking for something a little darker, check out Gungrave.
Ooh.
Brandon Heat, man. If you're looking for something
Burandon.
with a dude that carries around a casket, his own casket basically, but it's full of it's like Once Upon a Time in Mexico, only a lot deadlier. So yeah, it's absolutely worth the watch. Now onto the games that I was actually going to suggest. Shout out to Baron. I said F him before the podcast started, and I said that I was gonna say it to him. But I think he might have inadvertently started something. I played Sekiro before, never really got into a Souls game, and he's inspired me to dig into Dark Souls 3 through his playthrough on Extra Life of Dark Souls 2. But for those of y'all who don't hate yourselves, I would suggest you go play one of two things: either Guardians of the Galaxy, because everybody must play it. It's not what you think. I feel like I owe them a public apology. And if y'all tune into this channel like y'all tune into this channel, then you know where Fame Head was at with this game. And seeing how he felt and seeing just how he busted out laughing at so much stuff and seeing how much fun he had on the Extra Life stream, that should be all you need to know you need to play that game. And last but not least, I was not mad at this. I'm a little salty that it wasn't on Game Pass, but I'm not mad at having to spend full price on it because it's great, especially for you JRPG people who need a little action in your RPG.
For sure.
Go play Tales of Arise. If you played any of those Tales games, if you ever been a fan of the Ease games, if you ever been a fan of Star Ocean, any of those Star Ocean games, this is all the way up your alley and it's better than those so far. So yeah, those are my suggestions. Get to playing, get to watching.
Gotcha. We'll go back up. I see Chocolate says Belfast is in
Red Notice is the movie title that he's getting to. And it drops on Netflix this Friday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then Miniator said, yes, it is Platinum Inc.
Okay.
I saw one more, Little Nightmares 1, 2.
Oh, don't skip over Otaku Fix. Sarange says just bought a PS5 and needs some recommendations.
Godfall.
Bug Snacks.
I feel like they're just flexing that they got a PS5.
Bug Snacks, because Bug Snacks is getting a DLC.
And it's a low cost to free DLC. If
I think it's right? Because that was the Little Devils show, right? So I think it's a free DLC. Bug Snacks, don't turn your nose up at it. It's actually fairly fire. And hold on, I gotta go scroll back to this. Who is it? Mr. Dosha, Dallas. This is Mr. Dosha saying this. He says Dallas bleaches the tips of his back hair.
Oh, you didn't see my my clap back in the chat? I said he be jamming those Just For Me cassette tapes when he perm his beard.
Just for me.
Hey, you know that used to slap.
All right, Hugs, what you got, love?
All right, so I've been in like a coma since the Extra Life stream, but I'm going to recommend Cowboy Bebop. The Cowboy Bebop movie and the Cowboy Bebop anime is on Netflix. If it's not in your area, and I know Snips is probably going to recoil at this, download Opera. It has a built-in VPN. It's a free VPN where you can kind of like, it's not great, but it's better than nothing. Go watch the Cowboy Bebop movie. Go watch the Cowboy Bebop anime, because Cowboy Bebop is dropping in 7 days, I think? November 17th, or is that...
I feel so uncertain about that live action. And
I know.
Then they announced live action Yu Yu Hakusho and One Piece, and the tiny remaining fragment of my soul that I've been holding on to for these past 20 years just fucking shattered into oblivion. They're going to destroy these things I have fond memories of.
You know what?
Netflix. Oh, mine shattered as soon as...
I don't think they are. Rurouni Kenshin is fire.
You know what's fire?
Name another.
Witcher is fire, because I was expecting it to be
Witcher was a book. Witcher was a book.
Gantz. If we talk about anime specifically,
and it was a video game adaptation.
Yeah,
exactly.
Anime adaptations have a very low success rate. They tend to
actually The Witcher. If you want to go anime adaptations, there is a Witcher movie. There is the Witcher movie of the your master
Vesemir.
there, Vesemir, exactly.
Yeah.
And it is fire.
What we were talking about in terms of source material.
I'm talking about taking something
of
from an anime and making it into live action.
Yeah, from manga
Your
to
success
anime to
rate
live action.
is maybe like 5%.
I can name at least 3 that I know. It usually if you let the Japanese movie studios do it, they do it some justice. I can see if you didn't like Bleach or
the
if you like
fan ones are
Fullmetal
really
Alchemist.
dope.
You know
Oh
what?
yeah, the fan ones are fire too.
As somebody that shit all over Yennefer and series voice actress or actress for the show, all we can do is watch it, and then we can make our.
True.
So.
Oh, Yen played the shit out of her part.
Huh?
Yennefer, she played the shit out of her part.
Oh, she played the hell out of it. That's why I'm like, these live adaptations, if it's with the right people, all I can do is watch it. I can't judge it before it's out because I made the mistake of judging before it's out. So that was my bad. If you have another thing you want to watch that's kind of like anime but not really, and you kind of like, and you know the meta of League of Legends, Arcane is out or partially out on Netflix. It is the story of Jinx and Vi in League of Legends. If you like games, Forza 5 is out. But if you want to play by yourself, Scarlet Nexus is out there for you to play and enjoy because that is a beautiful game. It's long, that's what she said. But go enjoy all those things. Fame, what do you have for us this week?
We going with B after he just sent me this thing. Go ahead, B. It's on you. Good
B,
Lord.
what you dropping that link? You married, boy. You can't be dropping no links.
Well, I would say go play Dark Souls again. It's addicting.
Which one? If you had to pick just one, which one?
Dark Souls 2.
Because that's the one you really got into lately. Because you've never played a Bloodborne, and you haven't played the new Demon Souls, and you haven't played Dark Souls 3.
It was ridiculous. And then I made the mistake of watching somebody speed run it, and I literally like tracked their path in that speed run. And what took me like the 6 hours in stream to do, I did in an hour. Like watching somebody speed run it.
I should have.
And I was just like,
you to that sooner.
It's ruined me because now I'm like, oh, I know what I can do now. I can do it because that's how I learn is by watching somebody like. Yeah, but that's beside the point. So that, and then TV wise, I don't know. Just go watch Haunted Mansion, the Haunted Mansion or Haunted House on Netflix. It is a Korean animated show, and it's basically Scooby-Doo, but there is no mask to pull off. It's no rich dude trying to evade taxes. It's really a monster. Oh. And it's actually pretty dope, and it's leaving at the end of this month, and I don't know what to tell my kids.
I'm gonna be. Wait a minute. I'm going to give my suggestions quickly because I gotta watch what I say. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna be really quick. Y'all be like, oh.
No, you good. Keep scrolling. We gay. Keep scrolling.
I got a couple of suggestions. One, go Guardians of the Galaxy and Forza Horizon 5. Great games. Go play them. Movie and anime. My Hero World Heroes Mission. Legit. Not as good as the last movie, but it was really good. So go check it out. And then my last suggestion is the Black Mafia Family. It is on Stars. If you want to know and follow some of the life of Big Meech, go and check it out. It is done by 50 Cent. This latest episode, Eminem popped up in that Joker. It is legit. Go watch it and check it out. Listen, for everybody who came through today, there's a lot of y'all. Mini Eddie, Doja, 99. Man, there's so many names here, man. All you guys are freaking awesome rocking with us tonight, man. We will be back. Not all of us, but we will have a show tomorrow. We'll have two.
Oh God, Baron! Tomorrow is happy hour.
Happy hour and Take Two tomorrow. Friday is Peep Game, and we'll be back for this show next Wednesday. Shout out to the panel, man. Go follow my Alex and Hugger. These people work and bust their asses. Well, all that said, congratulations. You guys leveled up to 180. This was the WXP Podcast. Get your gaming news from LV1 Gaming. And wrap.
Bye.